about that. Oh yeah. Why? Yeah. Yeah. Because of my realization that I'm lactose intolerant, and yet I still rise. Probably want to get that, huh? All my life, they try to bring me down. They try to bring me down. Um, man, it is truly weird without you over here. I know you are, man. Good morning, Norette. Yeah, that usually helps. Um, Today, welcome to the coffee break. I always Artika is looking for something and pressing a shirt right now. Great timing. Oh, well, well, never mind. She told me I ain't have to tell people that, so I take it back. Um, I know it. You got the list of things we're gonna talk about. Let me tell you. Yep. Don't tell me because I'm gonna tell somebody else. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Avis. We in this thing. Um, I don't forgot what I was about to say. I was gonna say something ridiculous, but I'm not gonna say it no more because I don't want to be ridiculous. I'm laughing at you. Just like you're like sometimes you're funny. Nothing. Your presence makes me smile. Yeah, sometimes you do. Is that okay? You sometimes you just don't have to. Your presence is enough. Is that all right? Oh, okay. All right. I don't think true laughter, true funny comes from somebody trying. You know, I think I ain't saying your phone. It's your phone. Yeah. Man, so I saw this post on Instagram this morning. It said, yeah, it definitely was. Good morning, Tony. That's my cousin, y'all. This post, how you know, the whispers had hits, and one of the songs they was like, I think it's called Olivia or something like that. They was like, the post was like, they told all the Olivia's business. So I was like, I gotta listen to it, and they did. They told all her business.
I don't know anything about that song. Good morning, everybody.
We'll listen to it once this is over. Yeah, but the Whispers did have some hits though.
So
We begin to rock,
speaking
do
of
do,
old school groups,
steady.
I made a playlist on Spotify off of the Golden Time of Day,
Yeah,
and it played LTD. What's the name of that song?
uh, ain't that short for limited?
That's what I tried to figure out. What was it short for? And I never made it that far.
Oh,
Love Ballad is the song.
yeah. How it go?
I'm not singing it. I've never been so much in love
I need the tune.
before.
I need the tune because I know the song. No, don't play it. I just sing, hum the
My bad.
tune. You don't gotta sing it, just hum it. Okay, I got you.
Thought you was gonna
Know
be
the
funny.
difference.
Yeah. And I
In
was like, what does
true
LTD stand for? And never found
limited.
I
It
never
stands for
found the
limited, right?
answer. I don't
What
know.
was Gerald Levert's thing? He had it was Gerald LSD,
LSG.
LSG. LSD is a drug.
It is Levert, Sweat, and Gill.
Yeah, that was it.
And then
Tyrese and them tried that. It
uh-huh.
ain't work out well.
TGT.
Yeah. Those groups are like they make hits, man.
I don't know any of TGT's quote unquote
Like they had a
hits.
pretty good
People said it was good. I
yeah.
didn't listen.
Their album was pretty good, but that group didn't work because you got three individuals. Like I don't know how well LSG did. G did, but it was a solid group.
I know that Tyrese wanted more money
Yeah.
than the other two.
I don't understand why though.
Um, essentially, he was like,
David Ruffin
no,
and they were the Temptations.
no, I don't. He wasn't doing it in that way. He was essentially like, I have a larger fan base than you guys.
I don't think that should
It's kind of the same thing that was going on
I
with
got
the
more Twitter
candy.
fans than you.
It was like what's going on with the candy and escape. I mean, not candy, escape and
Latasha.
no SWV
Lat-
show.
Oh,
They were trying to do a tour,
yeah.
and they were like, Tiny and Candy have more social media followers, so they can get the message about the tour out to more people.
Nah. I don't agree with that. I'm gonna tell you why. No one's bigger than the group.
No, they weren't saying that they were bigger than the group.
I'm just
They weren't asking for more money than their bandmates. They were asking for more money
than
than
the
the
other
other
band.
group.
But I don't think so. I don't think that
You say that until you're on the side that
right.
has the
No,
more.
no, like cause like I was telling
You're not gonna argue for less
like
money.
no hell no. Like I
Exactly.
was telling Steve and Greg last night, I'm a very selfish person.
Oh, I know.
And I'm going to think of myself and my family first, and then everybody else. But yeah, if I'm like, well,
And that's
shoot,
what they're doing.
give me $10 more than them, and then sometimes I will be like, well, it's our tour, this everything split. That's the easiest way to resolve something, but for us to actually make some money because without them, our tour doesn't get their fans, and without us, their tour don't get our fans, and we don't make as much as money as we possibly can because they would have more interlocking group fans.
I don't feel like they were ever all TGT is who I'm talking about. I don't think that they were ever all like at the height of their careers
Yeah,
at the same time.
right, right,
So they're all going to bring in very different age groups
hmm
or demographics of people.
right. But their music would have been the same thing, like not the same thing, but it would have been more like this, like the 30 to 40 year olds would listen to SWV, but the 20 to
Oh,
30
you done
year
went
olds.
back to the other group.
Oh, what group are
I
you?
was talking about TGT.
Oh man, I don't remember none of their songs, but
Exactly.
I don't remember none of LSG songs. LSG.
My body. That was the biggest
Oh,
one.
that was a hit.
I don't
That
think
was
they
a hit.
had very many
Tony
songs.
was
I
like,
don't think they
you
did,
see what
but
Tony said?
mhm. I don't think they did, but one album.
Yeah, that's it, man. They was a great group though, man. They had
Door
the
number one and My
My
Body were
Body
the
was
two biggest
that was a
songs.
solid song. My body all over your. Keith Sweat made me think I could sing.
I don't know why.
Cause man, I didn't feel like he was like singing. Like I knew he was singing, but it was more so like poetry. You know,
Yeah,
hit
I didn't watch the Candy and Escape show.
the Candy and
I mean, not
Escape show.
Escape, Escape and SWV show. She said Candy. That's what
David
made me.
Ruffin and the Temptations.
Um, was going to watch it, but then everything was unfolding on the internet, and I was like,
Hmm.
I don't have to watch this show. I know what happened.
Yeah, I don't have to take this. I'm going home.
Y'all telling me.
That's funny.
It is what it is. But I understand because it's essentially like being an opening act for somebody.
Yeah.
Um, like just use an example of a concert that I went to. Janae Aiko opened a show
Hmm.
that was for Nas and Lauryn Hill.
Yeah.
Those were three very different acts, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think any one person was there for all three of them. At that point in time, I didn't even know who Janae Aiko was.
Yeah.
So she was just like, "Oh, who is this little light skinned girl singing quietly?"
Hmm. Singing quietly to herself.
She was singing to us. It was just,
Low.
it wasn't, I don't know, a lot of soul and emotion behind the words that she was singing. I don't even know a song, but I only know one of her songs now, and I don't know none of the words to it. I just know she be whispering.
I often say, well, you don't know the song.
Exactly, but I know that song is hers when I hear it.
Do you remember like back in the day growing up when because I was listening, this what brings it up is the house party last night that you missed. Me and the kids had a good time. Qua was doing this.
Because I was at
Qua
work.
was doing his little dance. It's so funny. But
Oh, he be feeling
yeah, he does. He
it.
does. Like it's you never can capture it on camera because
Because as soon as you pull the camera out, he be
he be
like, "I'm
like,
done."
I'm done now. I did my little bounce and now I'm done. Oh, no, I started playing what's the they made a dance after. Like it's like, no, you don't do it that way. Anyway, it's one of those songs that back in the day we used to do the butterfly and Tootsie Roll, all this stuff too. And I was like, do they have songs like that anymore? Like, I know the Nene was one.
Those songs that tell you what to do.
Not necessarily tell you what to do, but just like party songs like that.
Because everything is set up for TikTok.
Yeah, and that's something I noticed too. 'Cause I was like listening to a song that I heard on TikTok,
Hmm.
and I was like, 15, 20 seconds into the song, like after I heard the part that I wanted to hear, I was like, all right, I gotta get out of this thing. You know, and it's funny that I'm like, all right, I gotta get out of this song. How do I get out of this song? You know, and go find me another
I
one.
wonder if our kids are obviously not old enough for that, but I wonder if the TikTok trend of music is going to last when they start forming their own like musical.
Um, I think it's just gonna revert back to how it used to be. Like, cause history, that's all history is doing is repeating itself over and over again in different fashions. Like, cause if you notice, people are putting out songs that's 2 minutes long.
I didn't notice because I don't listen to
No, like 3, 4 minutes was used to be an average song.
it.
That's a long
It's funny
song
you say
now.
that because it was one time I was trying to get home and I was like, all right, I got X amount of minutes. At 3.5 minutes a song, I should listen to this many songs before I get
Yeah.
home
Like
without skipping.
I literally was listening to a song and it was for a minute and 20 something seconds. I was like, this is where our attention has gone.
That used to be like a skit,
That was a skit intro to another song or
an
something like
ad
that.
lib,
Yeah.
could be a minute long.
But that was the thing. It was like, man, hadn't been like on very long. And so how is
Mhm.
it that we, you know, how can we enjoy this song and it's we only have it for a minute, you
I don't
know?
know. Maybe the people aren't trying to enjoy it.
I don't think so. Why it looks so dark?
I don't know. You need to
You
bring
see
your
that?
light closer to
Yeah, I'm
you.
gonna fix that. Look like a little speck.
Um, I don't remember what I was about to say now because you just threw me off getting up.
About what?
I don't know. This is what I'm saying. What did you want to talk about first?
That 25.
Oh, okay. So I don't remember his name. Let me see. I googled the story. What was his first name?
Man, I don't know.
Good morning, Hubert.
What's up, Hubert?
Um,
You
God,
sent
what
me the
is his
story.
name? I know, but what is his
You
name?
sent it to me.
Missing 25-year-old Rudy. Rudy Farias. So apparently, Rudy was reported missing 8 years ago in March
Good
by
morning,
his
Mona.
mama. Allegedly, Rudy came back home the next day because he got lost walking his two dogs. He was gone. His mama filed a missing persons report. He was 17 at the time. The police kept coming back like, "Hey, is he back home?" She was like, "No." Rudy was then found last week, this week, one of them. Like, wasn't it at a church?
I'm not.
Yes,
Yeah,
it was at a church,
yeah. Found sleeping
and
in front of a Houston church.
yeah, he was found sleeping in front of the church, and he had like bruises and stuff, and was like disoriented. Um, the Temptations probably was Rolling Stone. That song is 11 and a half. I mean, yeah,
That
11.
song is long,
I the
and we
intro
don't get that.
the intro is 2 minutes.
Boom, boom. Wait, have you seen that?
Yes.
Hold it. We not ready yet.
Not yet. um, no, so they take him to the hospital because he's found with like bruises. I think they said cuts. Get him to the hospital. I want to say he provides a wrong name and birth date there as well. And so they're like, "Oh my God, we found him." And people in the neighborhood and family members are like, "He ain't been missing. Like, we saw him 2 weeks ago." So I've been speculating what I think happened.
Yeah,
And honestly, if I'm not mistaken, he's of Hispanic descent, right?
yeah,
I'm thinking that maybe somebody in this house is not here legally. And there's a whole lot of don't say anything to anybody about anything.
yeah,
And there's no way to get out of filing a police report.
yeah,
Because maybe his mom really was like, "Oh my God, where is he?
yeah.
I need to tell the police to help find him." And then after he came back home, she was like, "I don't know how to get out of this."
Just say he was back home. I don't like
People panic about
like
things
the
though.
thing that I didn't get was you file a police report, they're looking for him,
Hmm.
and he comes back the next day. Well, you already did the damage.
What, a filing a police report?
Yeah. If the thing is you're afraid that immigration, let's just assume that that's what it is.
Hmm.
Immigration is, gonna deport you or something like that. Um, why would you get the police involved in the first place? Until you like, if that's the case, you tell the neighborhood because I'm pretty sure you stay in a neighborhood that you know people look like you. He's 15, so they've been there for a minute
Even if
or 17.
even if they
So
don't look like you, like I think about like we used to have neighbors across the hall from us that didn't speak English, right?
hmm
And when our apartment caught on fire, like the building caught on fire, the last thing that they were thinking about was a language barrier.
yeah,
They were beating on the door because they knew I was in there.
yeah,
And they were like, "Hey, you need to come out."
right,
Like, I don't know exactly what they said because they did not speak English,
yeah,
but it would have been the same for me because I had seen them literally in the hallway, spoke. Like, we always say hi to each other. There's never more than hi because there's a language barrier, but we always said hi to each other. And then we went into our respective
yeah,
apartments. So s- somebody would have been like, "Picture, you know this person."
yeah, right. But I never would have got the police involved.
Or like me and the guy at the family reunion that was setting up the room. Me and him was on Google Translate talking to each
Yeah,
other.
he thought I knew Spanish.
He was talking crap about one of his coworkers.
Was he?
That's how we got to it. I was telling him that I needed extra seating.
Yeah.
So basically so that we wouldn't all have to like sit right up on each other.
Yeah.
I was like, just give me one or two extra tables. He was like, cool. And then he was like, I'll do it because the other dude is grumpy. So
Yeah.
that's how me and him got to the Google
Right. Right.
Translate. Cause I was like, I can tell you table and I can tell you more.
Yeah.
And I wanted him to understand why I wanted more.
Yeah.
And so like me and him had a good laugh through Google Translate.
Yeah.
Like something,
Right. Right.
there's an
That's
option.
to me. That's so funny, man. Because when I talked to him, he was like, uh, I said something in Spanish, and he was like, "Oh, okay, cool, yeah, bet." And he started rattling out things. I was like, "I only know a handful of things. You have you have surpassed my knowledge of the Spanish language. I think it's a beautiful language, but you have surpassed my knowledge of that."
I was just like, man, I don't know. I don't know. But me and him got into the grumpy coworker, and that's
Yeah.
we held there.
Yeah.
What am I gonna say? The police said she will be arrested next if she does not leave the country. So, well, yeah, because it's a punishable offense to lie to the
Yeah.
police.
They're not gonna charge um with deceit, but they gonna deport it. Like, and that's the thing. It's like, why say something to them if that's the fear?
Mm.
You know, if you really want to find them, you gonna have to get out here and put your feet to the street.
But I also understand, like, I
And
don't, I
then,
don't understand the lying part of it, but I also get why you would. I understand why you would lie, but I don't get it.
yeah, it's like pointless. It's like lying for just because of sport. I'm gonna lie because of sport.
Well,
Why?
it's not because of sport. Like I get it. Like I had a coworker who she has taken her citizenship test, right?
Yeah,
So she's American. Her siblings were born here, so they're American, but her mom is not.
yeah,
And like we always talk about like how her mom works these under the table jobs in fear of going out to get an actual job like that reports real income
yeah,
because she's not legally here. And the process to get here to become a legal American citizen or even a legal alien, which I hate that term, is so like it's so much to do it that and then you're in Houston.
yeah. My
They
question,
looking for ways to throw people
my
back over the
question
border.
is why, if he's 17, like it's something mentally wrong, right?
I don't know. Good
Because
morning, Linda.
good morning, Linda. Because at 17, I would think that you could get back home or get in contact with me or something to say, hey, I'm either okay, I need your help, or
But
or
we have to
whatever.
also look at it. When he was found, he had obviously been
Right,
beat up.
right,
So the fear must have been there 8 years ago too.
yeah. But the still though, even if he came back, right?
Hmm.
Why wouldn't you have a better eye on him if that's the issue?
It's been 8 years.
Right. And this time you didn't report him missing.
We don't know if he was actually missing. He might have literally got beat up last night,
Yeah.
and then they found him
At
this
the
morning.
club and somebody dropped him off at the church. Like it's interesting because it's like it's so many holes in this story.
Yeah, I got a lot of questions,
Like a bunch of
and
them.
nobody's gonna answer them
No,
because
we just gotta wait and see what
we have
happens.
fear
And
of deportation.
yeah. But I don't understand all the line, like because he gave a fake name. He gave a fake name and the mom gave a fake name.
Which again aligns with
I wonder did they
I'm not
give the
here.
same fake name?
I don't know. It aligns with I'm not here legally
Yeah.
because like same job that I was talking about with the girl who became naturalized.
Yeah.
We had a lot of employees who would be like my friend or my brother or my cousin um could work, but it'd be like five people sharing one social security number.
Yeah.
So maybe it's like we gonna give the legal name, the
Yeah,
person that's here legally, but then we slipped up and forgot
yeah.
and was like, nah, his name not Antonio. I call him Rudy.
That'd be my issue, man. Like I wouldn't be able to keep up a lot. What did I tell you last time?
I don't know. What does that say? By his mother, it has been reported his mom abused him.
Ah,
So
and
was his
so he
mama the
probably
one
was
that
trying.
beat him?
He probably was trying to just run away, but why come back,
I'm gonna let her cool off. Steal my mama. Because that's what people preach to you. They
man?
steal your mama.
Yeah, that went in one ear and out the other
But
with me.
you understand it though, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I get
it's
it.
preached to people that they steal your mama. Either way, completely confusing story.
Yep.
Um, I have been trying to share this post on Facebook for 10
What
minutes
post?
now. This one, like the live.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh
Make
shit.
a difference.
Yeah.
You know it, and I'm reading the end of the article. Nearly 360,000 reports of missing children were made to the FBI in 2022. That is a lot of missing children. They said the figure may include duplicates somewhere, but that's a lot
Mm-hmm.
um, of missing children. And I hope,
And let's not even get into the whole they're not looking for the black girls.
yeah, it's like it makes you wonder if we have 322,000 cases last year, how many cases aren't reported?
A lot.
You know, that's a scary figure, man.
I know
Um,
someone who had to report their child missing. Thankfully they found her within like 48 hours. But like that's scary.
hmm
And of course it was a respect the family's privacy.
yeah,
It's like, no, I want to know what happened. You had us all out here looking.
yeah. Now I know of
Yes, Mona, I want to, even if Tommy doesn't.
what?
Talk about Kiki and her baby
Oh
daddy.
yeah, yeah. Man, I'm just trying to save it, just
Oh,
because
okay.
I know we're gonna spend a little time on
Now
it.
we go to that next. You
No,
finish
no,
up with
no, no.
Rudy.
I got another one. I
Okay.
don't know if you seen the video, but I'm watching it now. Uh, a guy tried to rob a nail salon.
I did not see the video. However, I read the comments. I didn't have my earbuds in and I was trying to get quiet to go to sleep.
Yeah,
That's why I didn't watch the video.
yeah.
But they was like, he walked in there and people looked at him like, I know you lying. Where was that at? Was
It was here.
it was in Atlanta?
It was in Atlanta.
What part of Atlanta?
I'm not sure. APD was on it though, so
Okay, so it was truly Atlanta.
yeah.
Okay.
Man, I couldn't imagine he coming in there and everybody ignoring him.
As a person who has been robbed with a gun, I would take that seriously.
Yeah, right.
However, how do you, right, Hubert, how do you ignore a robber?
Yeah. I don't know, but he
I'm
was
gonna be
ignored.
completely honest. If you try to rob me at the nail shop, you're
Yeah.
not getting anything. I literally take bare minimum into the nail shop,
Yeah. Yeah.
like phone, earbud case, and the case is just in case the old nail shop we used to go to, like in the old
Yeah.
neighborhood. If something got to be interesting on the TV, even though I can't hear it,
Yeah.
I be reading the captions. I might not want to have the noise in my ear, right? But money, phone, earbud case, and I
Yeah.
don't take cash to the nail shop
Yeah.
because my ladies, you can tip
With
when
the
you swipe.
yeah, right.
So it's I'm not doing all that,
Yeah.
bro. You gonna get my card, and before you get out of here with my card is getting cut off
But
because I have that capability in the
but just think about it from the robber's perspective.
app.
Like
Y'all don't see me.
he had to basically walk out of there like, all right, this ain't gonna work. You got a decision to make.
Yeah.
Either I'm gonna start capping people or I'm gonna
Oh,
just
Piedmont and Sydney Market, so
P.
Buckhead adjacent.
Yeah. Man, but it's like he had to walk out of there with that failure. Cause I mean, it takes a lot to be like, all right, I'm finna go ahead and rob these folks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's a chance that your life is gonna be over after this, off of something that you thought of.
Like, just think about people having like PTSD, and you walk in here and pull a gun on me.
No questions asked.
Somebody just attacks you. That didn't go the way you wanted
Right
it to
at
go.
all. So it's like, imagine him telling that story to somebody.
I went in there and they didn't even respect me.
It's like you need to get into a new field of something,
Bro,
man.
go on somewhere.
Go be a fireman. You show a lot of courage and bravery. Go become a fireman. You know, do something else, man. You need a new line of business.
He
But
definitely needs a new line of business. Because what are you doing?
like that's the thing, man. Why like what was the point?
He needed some money, but that ain't work the
Like
way he wanted it
that's the
to.
best thing you thought of. You know what I'm saying? Was to steal something because you need, and I get it. You know, like
Nail shops are a large cash business because so many people go in there and they have cash for the tipping aspect, right?
I'm not talking about where he decided to rob
No, no,
people.
no. This one, but you have to think about that too. Like he was thinking, "Oh, I'm going in. It's a large cash business. They gonna have some money.
Yeah,
If you go late enough in the day, they really got some money because people, again, pay cash. However, like you wasn't even intimidating enough for people to look up at you and be like, "Oh, I'm a little bit afraid."
yeah,
Like people just carried on about their
they
regular day.
definitely did ignore them. So it's like, ah, you know. Anyway, let's talk about it.
All right, go ahead.
Kiki Palmer. Is it Kiki Palmer?
Hmm.
Um,
Let me tell
what's her
you,
boyfriend name? It's her boyfriend,
he
right?
probably her ex-boyfriend now
Yeah, I think.
because she done made some shirts.
Yeah.
I'm
What is her thing?
a mother.
I'm mother. He a
Um,
daddy.
and he been on the internet in his drawers. So it's cool when you do it.
But it's a
But
problem.
it's a problem when I do it.
Hey, you know Deion Sanders is back with Nike.
Didn't know he left.
Yep.
That's
You
a,
remember? You remember?
that's a weird
It
tangent.
is. It is. Like I just thought about it
Okay.
because
Let's-
he be like go and bring us back. But I thought about
So
it.
Kiki, who this baby that gave her some body.
Yeah, it did.
She
Yeah, it
said the
did.
baby cleared up her face and gave her some body.
Yeah.
She went to see Usher in Vegas. Usher has VIP seating and he goes into the crowd
Hmm.
in that VIP area, which makes sense.
Yeah.
These people have spent enough money, they're not gonna act a fool.
Yeah.
Um, Usher sings to her, she sings back to him. It's a little bit of dancing, hugs, we move on. Kiki's baby daddy, because the internet has said he don't need no name.
He got a name though.
His name is Darius. But he posted a tweet. I think I saved it just for this purpose so I could read it verbatim. Let me see if I did. I probably didn't now that I'm looking at my phone. Screenshots. Nope, didn't save it. He essentially was like, I can't believe you went out dressed like that. You're a mother. Then the internet was like, bruh, chill out. Don't say nothing else about this. And he's like, I said what I said. You looking for the direct
Yeah.
quote?
Yeah.
Oh, I can find it. That's not gonna be a issue. Um
Like I want to know what he said, just so I can find. Here it is, right here. He was like, "We live in a generation where a man of the family doesn't want the wife and mother to his kids to showcase booty cheeks to please others, and he gets told how much of a hater he is. This is my family and my representation. I have standards and morals to what I believe. I rest my case." Um, his issue was with what she had on.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. It's probably other things too, but we're gonna stick to what we know.
Should have taken allergy medicine this morning.
We're gonna stick to what we know with his issue being with what she had on. She had her boobies out. They wasn't out, but her boobies was boobying and her booty was bootying. And so, like, yeah, this baby gonna gave her body and she flaunted it. Um,
But okay, so the thing he said, the reason he said that she did it was for public. What did he say in the midst? Pull it back up.
uh, I often say public. Um,
He gave his
to
reason.
showcase Blue Jesus, he gets told he much of a hater. Family doesn't want the wife. He didn't say that. But
Let
then
me see.
here.
To please others.
Oh, okay.
I don't think
where was that at?
I don't think
How
Kiki
did I
put
miss
that on to. That's the second thing I'm getting to,
What's
Mama.
that?
He ain't married her.
Oh, that was the first thing I was trying to bring up.
Well, first off, I don't feel like she put this on to please
No, I
others.
don't either.
I think this was a look at this body that I have now. Y'all gonna get this body that I have now, right?
Yeah.
Second thing, and I used to get so mad at people about this when we were engaged. I am not your wife until I'm your wife. Don't call me your wife until I'm your wife.
Yeah.
There's a stage for everything. And unless we marry, I am not your wife. Like, don't start that. Like, that's an issue for me.
I feel like when I first saw it, I didn't see issue with what she had on,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because she wasn't showing the important parts, like the private parts wasn't shown.
We didn't know if her pee was pink and her booty hole was brown.
No, we didn't know that. We did know
We
that.
have to assume.
Right. She was covered. Um, and she chose to wear that.
And it's more clothing than she would have on if she was at the beach.
Right. My whole thought process is I'm not gonna try to. It's only been one time that I was like, I don't really feel comfortable with you wearing that.
What did I have on?
I can't remember. It's only been one time, and I expressed that to you, and if you was like, but I'm cool with it, if you gave me, I'm not gonna argue with you about it. First off, and then secondly, I'm not gonna put it on the internet.
That's the next thing.
That's
a conversation that you have with me.
Yeah.
Not with the internet.
Because the only what's up, Vic?
Good morning.
The only issue or it becomes like what you have on becomes an issue is if you then begin to cheat and all these other things, right?
And what I have on isn't an issue if I'm cheating. Cheating is the issue.
Right. It goes to a bigger issue of what like how sexualized we are as human beings now. Mm-hmm. Because what's wrong with what she's not naked, you know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure like this whatever she had on made her feel comfortable in it. It made her feel comfortable enough that she would go out in public and wear it.
And the thing about her being a mother, what does that mean?
Absolutely nothing, because it's like the way I look at it, and people may disagree with me or not, but your body goes through a change. Hey, mama, your body goes through a change that, thank God, I don't have to do. We
wouldn't have any kids.
We wouldn't have any. If I had to do it, I'm like, where's this child coming out of? That's the first thing. But the second thing is, it's like, because I've seen your body change in a way that I'm like, wow, I'm enamored by the changes that you go through, and I was finna say something completely inappropriate, but I'll tell you all.
You ain't gonna remember it anyway.
But it's like with your body going through this change and the things that you feel comfortable wearing, I'm going to support it. I'm going to tell you my thoughts. You take that for what it is, because we're in that type of relationship, and we're gonna move forward. he showed his insecurity was showing
Mm-hmm.
at that point, because it's like it could be a thing of, I don't know how I got here, or I don't deserve to be here type of thing. But even with what people were saying, like responding to people, 'cause I think he said something else. Um, like, first off, don't put it on the internet. Second thing,
Yeah,
once you say it, let it live.
we won't have the opportunity to criticize you publicly
Right.
if you had made that
A private
a
thing.
private conversation with her.
Yeah, because like it even looks worse. Her going out, she was already going out to have a good time, and her continuing to have a good time
She ain't see that night.
at all. That didn't happen that night. When he posted, it happened the next day because she posted a picture. I
Mm-hmm.
think that was the issue. She posted a picture of what she had on, and he was
And
like,
then it was like, oh, by the way, Usher was singing to your
"Yeah,
girl. That's the issue, I feel.
yeah, like,
Usher was serenading his woman. And I'ma look at it like this. If you spent the money to see Usher and Usher personally sings to your girl, you got your money's worth.
right,
Or she got her money's worth.
right." Because I know one thing for sure, two things for certain. Usher singing to my girl gets her panties wet. And the next thing that she wants to do when we get home is it.
Well, he
with
wasn't there.
with me.
Well, he wasn't there.
I don't care if I was there or not.
Well, I'm saying he wasn't in
Like
Vegas, so it wouldn't be coming
it
home
would.
to
Well, I'm just saying, when she came home, Usher did this. All right, while I'm taking my clothes out,
You're
but we're
ridiculous.
gonna do something.
You're ridiculous.
Something shaking,
Okay.
But no, it's you as a spouse, and that's the thing. That's the thing that bothers me more. It's like, where you trying to make decisions, or have husband like roles. She ain't her husband.
He was like, I'm traditional. And
You're
people was
not
like,
though.
you're not, because she wasn't your wife. That's the traditional route, right?
Right.
You missed it. You missed the mark.
By a long shot, because you got a baby by this woman. At this point, she's just your baby mama.
Mhm.
You know, to think about it truly, it's like that's just your baby mama. They made a song about baby
Who that
daddies.
is? Traditional and modern may not mix so close. So choose your person accordingly. It I don't feel like it really ever does, because traditional is wife staying home with the kids, making sure that dinner's ready when you
Yeah.
get home, husband paying all the bills.
I don't even think that's traditional. That's classic.
Classic is rooted in tradition.
Well, I don't know.
But then when you go into modern times, it's like you need a job and to do all that. No, I can
Like,
do all that by myself. I don't need you here.
then let's think about it this way too. She the one bringing in the money.
Amen.
Like, what you need me to do, baby?
Cause we don't know what you doing,
Right.
but we know
We exactly know what she's doing.
we know where Kiki Palmer has been.
Yeah. Like, and I don't want to bring money into it, because I don't think money is,
No, I don't.
you know.
The thing with that is I never thought about it from a financial aspect of it. But the reason we're talking about this is because Kiki Palmer is the star.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
But I do want to say that he has a point.
What's the point?
He has a direction of, this is where I think my thing should go, my relationship should be. And from a man's perspective, you have to respect it, but you also have to think about your personal relationship, because he knows her on a level that we don't.
Mm-hmm.
So in knowing, in having that information, knowing that they are public figures, you have to approach it differently.
I almost want to send him the link. J Dub. Um,
Right.
what does it say?
She's
My
too
thing
famous
is
of a
they both
person.
had to know that she would have an interaction with Usher. He is always singing and doing something with the celebrities that show up. It's part of the performance. It is. He's sang to Issa Rae. He's had Taraji on stage and sang to her vagina.
I saw the video this morning. He had Joe Budden and his wife or girlfriend, whatever,
It's a girlfriend, I think.
was in the crowd. He
Mm-hmm.
dapped Joe Budden up and pointed to Joe Budden, "Do you mind?"
Mm-hmm.
And he sung to Joe Budden's girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I can respect that.
There's a YouTuber that I watch who went to the show and sat in VIP. He sang to her.
Yeah. Like, I mean, like
It's fair game sitting in the
right.
VIP area. These are the people that Usher is going to be able to reach out and touch.
Yeah.
If you sing to me, I got my money's worth.
Right. And the thing is, it's like, trying to find the issue. Like I'm trying to find where her boyfriend was. Like I understand you're upset because she's showing a lot of things. Like when I saw the picture, I was like, dang, there she is just like that. you know, the thighs and and everything. Her body is doing what her body's supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, are you're upset that she wore this and posted it, or upset that she just posted it?
He got pictures of himself on the internet in his drawers.
I mean, it's like,
She had on an outfit. He
yeah,
was in his drawers.
yeah. Like you couldn't see anything that you wouldn't normally see. If she wore a dress, you would see what you saw. Some shorts, you would see what you saw. It's girls going on award shows in drawers. You know,
I don't know who you're talking about
like
specifically.
like specifically at the BET Awards, they had drawers on.
Did she open up for Usher? I don't believe so.
She got an album too. I didn't know that.
Who?
Kiki,
Yeah.
yeah, she dropped the album. She's a very talented person,
Mm-hmm.
and
I'ma just say, you can feel how you feel,
yeah,
meaning the
yeah,
baby daddy.
yeah,
But don't try to embarrass me on the internet.
yeah, dog. Like, I think that he just approached it the wrong way.
And also in you feeling how you feel, I'ma still do what I want to do.
Because it's
I'm personally, Artika, not going out with my butt out, right? That wasn't a pre-mom thing, and that's not a thing that I'm gonna do while I'm a parent. But it has nothing to do with me being somebody's mama.
right.
I wasn't doing it when I wasn't somebody's mama.
Yeah,
Now, there are pictures of me on the internet from college where I literally wore a shirt as a dress.
yeah.
My booty wasn't out.
Where is that?
I'll find it for you.
Man, it's been like
Look, it was the step show where the fight broke out.
It's been plenty of pictures of me on the internet with my shirt off.
Yeah.
I ain't never have a shirt.
Tommy was the king of taking his shirt off in the club.
It's hot in here.
But,
my shirt off. And Gucci had that song too. My shirt off. My shirt off. My shirt off. Bird.
But it's like that exact same. If I still knew where that shirt was,
I don't think you could fit it the same way.
I wouldn't. It would show my butt now.
It would show
because
your
I
butt.
got more bottom than I had then. But if I could still fit that shirt and it fit the same way, if I was going out, I would still wear that.
Yeah.
Nothing has changed, but I got 2 kids.
Right. But I also don't think like it really upset me when or not upset me, but it made me think. It's like you try to bring motherhood into the picture.
Mm-hmm.
Like parenthood is a totally different.
Don't try to mom shame somebody because
that's
especially over what they wearing.
Yeah.
What I have on has absolutely nothing to do with how I parent my kids.
Right, absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Just doesn't make sense.
And it's like you're barking up a tree that's leave that tree alone. Like stop. Leave it alone because it's like you can't win in this. You're wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's okay to have the thought process that you have. The it's okay to want a certain thing, but this is for her.
Mm-hmm.
And Crystal was saying that
hi Crystal.
He was more so jealous of Usher. Even if you are, just know she had a good time. Like just be happy she had a good time.
Let's just say if you thought that Usher was a threat, Usher is a threat with or without her being dressed like that at his concert.
Right. If
They have the capabilities to run into each other
yeah,
on numerous
chan-
levels and occasions.
chances are that, and think about this. If that was the issue, right? If
Mhm.
Usher was the threat, she was going to a Usher concert. I had to deal with this in life one time
Oh, yeah.
with Trey Songz.
Hmm.
If that was a threat,
I knew exactly what you were talking about.
what can you do?
Nothing.
Like if she was gonna cheat on you with Usher, what do you do to stop it?
Nothing.
Because it's not you. You're not in control of it.
Right, J Dub. Like Usher's track record has not ever said, I want a girl that's 30 or 20 something.
Man, have you seen Chili?
Doesn't matter.
No, I'm saying,
Usher's Usher's two ex-wives, both older than him.
yeah,
Chili, older than him.
yeah.
Nothing about Usher says he wants somebody in their 30s. Or I don't know. Is Kiki
She
29 or
30
30?
something.
Okay,
She
whatever.
younger than us.
Obviously.
Um,
Look, let me look up Kiki Palmer.
I'm just saying, man. Like this dude messed up with Chili, so it's you know.
29.
But he makes great music. Like, how can you be a hater of Usher?
All he should have did was said, watch this, and shook his hands back and forth.
How
That's
did like,
it.
bro? How you be mad at Usher? Because he makes like arguably of our time. And I'm gonna put it out there. Usher is probably top 3 R&B singer.
And Usher sounds like the album.
Yeah, he
That
can
don't
really sing.
that don't happen
He
a
can
lot.
really sing.
Like that don't happen a lot. Usher sounds like the album.
And unpopular opinion, T Pain in my top 5.
T Pain can actually sing
He
though.
can, but it's like T Pain is in my top 5 of my time.
That's true, J Dub.
What do
Like
you say?
traditionally, he likes women closer to his mama age.
Yeah, but like
When he says this my old lady, he
yeah,
really
he
mean
really mean
it.
it. My old lady. Where that come from? Who's the first
I,
person to say that?
I don't know.
Hey, you know what's
The
funny?
person that I think about saying that is Lil Duval.
Yeah. He just looked like he'll say it.
No, he
He
does. He
does.
calls his girl his old lady.
My old lady. Man, that's such an old statement. And my old lady, man. We be like my girl. I say my wife,
A
like cause
lot.
you are
The funny thing is that you say my wife to people
that know you.
that know me
Like
outside of
your
you.
friends.
No, like I remember you did it to Marco one time. You was on the phone with Marco and you was like, yeah, my wife said, and I'm like, bro, I've known
Right,
Marco just as
right,
long as I've
right,
known
right.
you.
Yeah,
Probably met him before you.
yeah. I'm just so used to saying it. Just so used to it. It's
He is like Usher is like up there.
yeah. But it's crazy because growing up, I didn't think that. I didn't never place Usher in a top
because
of anything.
because growing up, Usher was still becoming.
Usher was the first concert I ever been to. Like he
Really?
he put
Oh
a
yeah, you told me that.
he put a concert on. I was in 6th grade. He put a concert on because I went to the middle school he went to,
Hmm.
and he put a concert on for the city, free
Hmm.
concert, and came by the school, gave us all tickets and stuff like that, and we was able to go. And I was like, "Nah, this is cool." We singing the songs and jamming and stuff. And, we knew
Sixth
all the songs then.
sixth grade. What albums had come out? How old were
Is it
we?
80? What's the one where the video he was in the clown, like a clown park, theme park or something
Uh,
like that?
My Way.
Yeah, My Way was one of the hot songs.
How old were
What
we in sixth grade?
12,
I mean, what year was that?
98, 99, something like that. Nah, it wasn't 99. Maybe 97, 98. Nah, 99.
He had just had Usher in My Way out because 2001 we were in,
High school.
yeah, and that's when 8701 came out.
Yeah.
So
So,
it's just Usher in My Way.
damn, the Jackson 5. I'm sorry, Mona.
Why
That was
you
my
say you sorry?
kid.
You had a Kevin Hart
Yeah, I
moment.
did.
I would have loved to have been able to see Michael.
Oh man.
I I actually was
What's up now?
I was plotting on seeing him in London
Yeah,
for the tour he was
before he
rehearsing
died.
for when he died.
Yeah,
I was like, refund check finna go to this tour.
man. I think that probably would have been one of the most amazing shows to have seen
Hmm.
was him. Um, I think just seeing it on video, like I remember seeing I don't know what it's called. I remember as a kid I thought Michael Jackson was white.
He became
Yeah, right. I didn't know what was going on with
pale.
him. And then when I saw the movie, I was like, he's black?
He said, I started a job that I'm working right now in 98.
I don't mean to make y'all feel old.
I just shook my head. No.
I started working in 2003, I think. Something like that.
One, hold on. 2002.
Yeah.
That's when I got my first job.
Now,
I had chicken pox when I was supposed to see MJ. Wow.
dang. But like
I don't remember anything about
just to
life when I
think,
had chicken pox besides my auntie took care of me.
yeah, I remember having to take oatmeal baths and I hated that. I didn't like the stuff like on the oatmeal. It was gritty. I hated it. I was like, this doesn't work.
It's
Then
so wild now that
I
our
used to
kids
pop
won't get chicken pox.
the chicken pot bumps, and they be like, "Don't do that." We're like, man, but it itch.
You've always been a picker, huh?
Nah, that's you. You be picking on them kids. And they hate it. I be like, God, stop. No, I bet you it was an amazing. Cause I think the Thriller album is such an amazing album. Um, like to see that in concert.
I'm sad I'm never gonna get to see well, I don't know if they're done touring because it was like conflicting statements. But Frankie Beverly and Maze.
Yeah, and I was trying to make that happen too. They was coming.
We were supposed to go the
Yeah,
year the world shut
yeah,
down.
they were coming, and I was like,
It was gonna be it was for our anniversary because they were coming in August.
yeah,
Um I just I don't know if Frankie got it in him to get up there and
I don't know,
do much anymore,
I
even
don't
if
know.
they are still performing.
Yeah, that's crazy though, man. Oh, MJ, somebody. What was I gonna say? I wish I would have been able to see Biggie and Tupac. Like, first off, I wish they would like declare somebody who killed them.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first thing. But the second thing is like, I wonder what would they be doing because they would be Snoop age at this point, or older or younger.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I wonder their impact on hip hop if they were still alive.
It
Like, would
makes
they
you
be as
wonder.
big
It
as they are?
Yeah, it makes you wonder would people be listing them amongst the greats because people, the body of work that you have is what we have to judge you by,
Yeah.
right? But like, what if like they music would have just became slow over time?
Yeah, 'cause, I mean, like you think about it. I love Biggie. I love Tupac growing up because like the people around me listened to Tupac more. But as I became a person of I'm gonna choose my own music and like who I like, I was like I would have liked Biggie more than I like Tupac. But I think Biggie is a better storyteller.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Tupac is a better writer. Or he tells great stories, but
That's true. They've been gone longer than they've been alive.
yeah, at this point.
Mm-hmm.
But like I just wonder where their place would be if they were still here. Like I always wonder how would Martin Luther King.
You see his sister just passed away?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, it was his sister.
I just wonder how he would be if he were still alive. Like, would he have been our first black president? Or what role would he have taken in politics? Because eventually he would have did something with politics, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But
Everything that he did was political, like trying to change
yeah,
laws.
right, right. I believe he would have went into that role somehow. But um yeah, man, how do we get there? We was talking about Kiki Palmer and her body. Yada, yada. Oh, Essence Fest. We watched Essence Fest.
I know you watched Essence Fest. I went to bed.
Did you? We
Yes.
watched parts. I stayed up long enough to miss Missy Elliott.
I think Missy's gonna be here for one music fest, and I'm kind of thinking if she is, I want to get the day pass to go see her. Tell me, don't say anything about James Brown.
I'm not. I'm not.
Besides, you want to take it to the bridge. It's the only thing you should have.
No red. James Brown. How was that no red? I just wondered. Like
I'm sure James Brown was a good show.
like I'm pretty sure it was. Like that's when they performed. I was looking at like I'm glad we're talking about these because the Essence Fest
I
to
think we are finished with Kiki.
yeah. Yeah, I don't have nothing else to say, but Kiki was right
Stop telling folk what to
and her
do.
boyfriend was wrong.
Stop telling folk what to do, and then stop also trying to tell folk what to do on the
Stop
internet.
trying to manipulate what the relationship is not. Cause you're requiring things that the job description is not in. Like she's your girlfriend, baby mama.
Hmm.
She ain't your wife.
And even if she was,
That comes up with different requirements at that point. She don't have to listen to anything you say.
well, she don't have to listen to anything as your wife either.
No, she doesn't. But I mean, your opinion, I take more into consideration than when we was just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Hmm.
And I'm still trying when we were dating.
Tommy's trying to go 2025. J Dub. I every time I look at hotel rooms surrounding Essence Fest, I be like, we ain't going.
Yeah, I definitely I want to check it out before it gets like terrible because I think the music, like we were talking about earlier, the like you won't be able to. We're losing the artists. You know what I'm saying? We're losing the music and the will to want to listen to these songs because I was thinking about it.
I wouldn't go that far, but okay.
Coco Jones had a
I
good
did
one.
see Coco set.
I seen her set and it was good. I like that. I didn't like the West Side set.
Didn't see. I went to bed during that.
Um,
Yes, your concerns can be considered, but it's not law.
when
Talking about in a relationship.
yeah, like I don't. Yeah,
Jill Scott said, if you can tell me what to do, you can tell me what to do.
right. I
But
don't
if
think.
you can't tell me what to do, you cannot tell me what to do.
I don't think
And I
that's
don't
the
think he
thing.
can tell her what to
No,
do.
I don't think so. Like it's like you look at the roles.
It's not even just
It's not in your job description to try to embarrass this woman on
it shouldn't
in
be in
public.
anybody's job description.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a bow out if Glorilla is headlining in 2025.
See, and see that's the thing. It's like that's who we got to headline this thing. And
um
then you got to bring these classic stars here because I mean, like, yeah, I wanted to hear Missy Elliott and her "I Can't Stand the Rain," which I did not know it was a remake,
mhm.
but like, but I
How
missed it.
didn't you know that?
I don't know. I mean, I found out. I know now, but growing up, I definitely didn't know. I wonder with my kids, they gonna know what was remade and stuff like
No,
that.
we're gonna
Because
talk about it.
I'm gonna play.
Because I'm always asking who originally had this
Yeah, right,
song.
right. It's like
I was listening to something that was the sample that was used for Destiny's Child song "Girl."
yeah,
I was listening to that in the car, and I was like, "Who is this?"
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
took a picture of the screen and everything. Like, I'm gonna go
Man,
back and look at this.
what if Glorilla was the headliner? Like Megan Thee Stallion, and it was some controversy with that. Megan Thee Stallion performing. 'Cause I think she closed out the show or
She
something.
did. India Ari was like, "It's a family show," and I was like, "Essence Fest is Auntie Con.
Hmm.
Let's just call it what it is. It is for the aunties." Megan is not auntie, um, quote unquote, what we think of as auntie age. But let's just be serious. I'm 36. I'm somebody's auntie.
Yeah,
Like, I personally don't want to. Let me not say I don't want to see Megan perform because if I had the opportunity to see Megan, yes, I would go. However, Megan is not who I want to see close the show.
yeah. Like it. I get why Megan closed the show because she's a huge artist today.
Yeah, like I was disappointed the year that we didn't get to see Cardi
Yeah.
perform because she had just had Culture.
At that time, she was one of the biggest artists.
Right. So I can't say that I don't want to see these rap girls perform because I do, but these rap girls, I don't want them to be my headliner.
Yeah.
And it's not because they're rap girls. I'm more of a close the night out for me with a big like R&B star.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let the artist live. Everyone has something to contribute. What black themed entertainment is family friendly nowadays?
N-
I nothing.
I often say the music is not family friendly.
Right.
We had a family reunion, and the hardest part was to find current music
Because Tommy
that was.
refused to add edited songs to the
No, it's not that I
playlist.
refuse. It's like you like a lot of them. You just gotta manually do it.
Yeah, our DJ was really good about it for the gala, but the when what you had to do Friday night
Yeah.
was like every so often we was all going by Tommy phone and just next.
Right. And it wasn't me. It was Demond. But no, it's he literally we found a playlist that said reunion. Oh, this will work.
Yeah, I have a Black Family Cookout playlist for that type of atmosphere.
Yeah, but it's like,
But it's hard to please everybody. And
and that's the
and
thing.
I wouldn't be looking at I wouldn't be taking my kids to the Essence Fest concert saying, "Yep, Megan Thee Stallion performing." And it's not because it's Megan Thee Stallion. It's like, first of all, we got a bedtime.
Yeah,
Y'all
that's
come
right.
on too late. It's not for everyone. I don't want to see women on the stage twerking, but that's just me. Kids don't belong at Essence Fest. You can't play modern music around your kids, especially from black artists. That is a valid concern. I mean, my thing is, I ain't heard anything of Megan's that I'm like, yep, the kids gonna love this.
Nah, come on.
But I'm also in the Essence Fest mindset. Essence to me is 30 plus, right?
Yeah,
Again, I am an auntie,
right.
but I'm not Megan the Stallion auntie.
Yeah,
Like if I'm gonna spend my money on it, like Janet closing the show, great. Beyonce closing the show. I'm just going through like the
yeah,
recent ones. Like somebody that could honestly close a show that's a really good show that nobody thinks about is Miguel.
yep,
Like
yep.
Miguel is a great performer.
And I hate. You could probably have like I think Megan was a good person to close the show. Her music is just not for
I
everybody.
think Megan could, because we're celebrating the 50 years of rap. I get it, right?
Right.
It's like we're gonna close this on not just rap, but a woman rapping. Cool.
You know what I think Essence Fest should have done to culminate.
Okay.
Yeah,
Culminate.
culminate 50 years of hip hop is all that music made down in New Orleans.
It honest, that is a good thing. I mean, a point that should have been made. Like 50 years of hip hop in New Orleans should have been celebrating New Orleans.
Man, you got No Limit that brings the style, New Orleans style.
Mhm.
You got Cash Money Records.
And Juvenile was
Like
like,
they
"What if we take this tiny dish show on the road?
let's
I will
do
be
it.
there.
We're there.
I'm coming."
They did. I know Juvenile performed Friday
He did.
and I missed it because I didn't know they were showing it on Hulu.
Yeah. I don't think I told you until Saturday because I saw
Yeah.
that post and tagged
'Cause I
you.
was like, man, I want to see, I wanted to see that. And I think I could probably find it somewhere. But his music ain't appropriate. Like
It's not at
you're
all
cringing
appropriate.
watching the Tiny Desk, but it's like,
I
I
was
don't care. I
I
don't
was like, Juvenile, did we talk about your penis this much? For real?
give me a project.
Let's see. This was back in the 70s. I was maybe 5 or 6. My grandmother took me. All I remember is all these tall people and it was crowded. Too young. Go use the bathroom.
I
Go
didn't
use the
know
bathroom.
the Essence Fest been going on that long.
No, she's talking about, you asked her about
Oh, the James Brown
yeah.
concert.
Usher would be a great person to close the show. This wouldn't be a year for it because of his residency. but
Lauren Hill was there this year, right?
perhaps I seen Lauren
Yeah, I've seen Lauren
three
Hill,
times.
and I
We've
was
seen her twice,
yeah,
right? So yeah, I've seen her three times because I saw her once before you.
I was like,
The first show was cool. The second and third was awkward. Drew and I need to take them teeth out.
man, I know his teeth are brown underneath there, man. Them teeth got to be right because them been in there for a minute.
Them ain't no them permanent goals.
Yeah,
Like he
yeah,
don't have a grill.
man, he gonna have
He
to.
was like,
Yeah, because that was the
do it.
thing. But then nobody thinks about teeth health.
Lauren does work on her own time. We actually left the first time Tommy and I saw her
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
Because I wasn't looking for a bippity boppity boop version
yeah.
of
Like I didn't know what she was singing,
like she was singing the words to her songs,
but
but
they were different. She remixed that thing. And I was like, what?
she was slowing stuff down, speeding it up. It just sounded like sorcery, and I wasn't
She
interested.
said sorcery. But when the Dungeon family came and did their set, we got to see Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for me, it makes sense. Like that was a lot of music made in New Orleans or
Mm-hmm.
m- in Louisiana for that. And if you're celebrating 50 years, close the show out with that because that's what the people there are you know they can get with. Like some of the younger folks, like have Megan come on and then bring out.
They could have put Megan in with that women in hip hop thing
Yeah.
that I think Angie Martinez
No,
curated.
I definitely think Megan would have been able to like needed her own because she's a star.
I don't know Megan's music like that. If Megan was gonna have her own set, Megan could have gone on before the
Yeah,
headliner because that's the next biggest act.
right, right.
Um,
Or closed another night, but not the whole show.
she performed this year the day before Missy. That
Yeah.
makes sense. I was trying
Why
to.
don't you turn like
I didn't. Will
just
you
turn
go
the
get her?
volume
I'm
down?
fixing the TV for her now. Lily just busted out of her room. But I don't know. There's a plethora of people that I probably would have chosen to perform outside of Megan. I might go back and revisit some of these performances. I do like to watch like performances on YouTube. But see if I can find the Missy one because Missy is someone that I would want to see um live as well. But I just haven't had the opportunity to do so, which they've been hinting. There's a festival that Tommy and I used to go to all the time here in Atlanta. It's called One Music Fest. I think the last time we went was 2019. We could have gone last year, but oh no, we couldn't have because I had just had the baby. And I just don't really want to do 2 days outside in the heat right now because it be hot.
Yeah.
But if Missy, because they've been hinting at Missy coming, if Missy is doing the festival, I might do a 1 day general admission pass just to see Missy.
Yeah. I can
That's how I feel, Tasha.
feel
Like I like her, but Megan is more of a festival act for me. I would pay to see her in conjunction with some other acts going on
yeah, I
throughout
wouldn't
the
just go
day.
to a straight concert for
Yeah, but
Megan.
I wouldn't like Megan did the did Memphis in May.
Yeah.
I think it was last year. I might have gone to see her there because there were other acts.
But she's a artist, like just like any other artist. It's certain people that you just want to see.
Cardi was one of those people for me, and I still haven't been able to see her. Now I'm like, do I really like Cardi hasn't put out anything else, and I'm kind of beyond the invasion of privacy hype.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I really want to see Cardi now? She got to put out another invasion of privacy for
Yeah.
me to want to go see Cardi.
The funny thing I thought about was somebody I probably never would want to see
Who's
is
that?
Ice Spice
No.
because she raps like what was the show on MTV. It was a girl. She had glasses, red hair, green.
Daria.
Daria. She raps like I hear her rap, but I hear Daria
I
speaking.
have never heard an Ice Spice
Oh,
song.
you're gonna hear one today.
I like people are always talking about Ice Spice, and I'm like, who is she?
Yeah,
Like,
she's a
couldn't point her out in the
she's a girl
lineup.
from New York that raps,
Couldn't point
and
her out in the lineup.
that's all I got for you. You know,
But I also, well, that's the thing. Like with Cardi,
her
I was
whole album.
expecting Cardi to not be a headliner either. Like I was going to see Cardi do like a 20-minute set
But like it's
because
like,
that's
man,
how long she was going to be on
if
stage
you
at the festival we were going to see her at.
if you look at rappers, it's hard for like they need to seriously think about their performance
Mm,
because you look at rappers, they not gonna do nothing but stand there and just rap.
mhm.
You know, more women would have choreography and all that stuff, but
That's why I'll
men,
never go to another. To well, I didn't go to a Migos show. I will never see Migos perform
yeah, I'm not
again
gonna
because
go.
that was the most
That
terrible
was awful.
stage presence I've ever seen in my life.
And rest in peace to take off, but we won't get the same Migos.
Right.
Um,
I like that Ice Spice song on the BET Awards. No clue what that is. Tell me, gonna play it for me,
which
I
one?
guess.
Munch? That is a munch.
I hear people talking about this Munch song. Never heard
Like the
it.
song is jamming, but her like flow is like I hear Daria.
I don't know her.
I'm trying to think what else. Oh, I was watching Ice T perform his song. 6 in the morning, police at my door.
I don't want to see
Dun,
Ice T
dun,
perform
dun.
in general.
Ice T looked like he like hadn't performed in
That
years.
was the West Coast set.
Yeah, that was the West Coast set.
And I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not really a West
They didn't
Coast.
play the West Coast people that I wanted to see.
Who is that?
Like I saw the Ice Cube joint.
Mhm.
Ice Cube joint was straight. But the whole time I was wondering where's Mac 10? Cause he brought
He said Ice T is 60.
right. Talking
Like
about 6 in the morning, police at my door. No, they
Ice
not. You
T is the police.
right. And been the police for 20 some
Like,
seasons.
cut it out.
Like, come on, this is not real.
No.
But I get it. Ice T was a pioneer for West Coast rap.
I'm really trying to think of who I like who is West Coast rap that I would want to see. So like
Ice Cube got
what's his
like
name?
is lyrical.
Why can't I come up with this man's name?
I
And
don't
I've
know.
seen him perform
They
several
should have did a
times.
hologram of Tupac.
What's my favorite word? What's his name?
Too short.
Yes, him.
They had E40.
I don't like
You
E40.
know,
I do not like
I like
E40.
E40, but
Oh my god. That one song used
sprinkle me, man.
that one song used to play all the time.
Which one?
I don't remember.
Oh,
Hate it.
go down, down.
Is that it?
Yeah, he was like, "Ghost ride the whip," or
That's
nope.
not it.
He was
Yeah,
like,
that song.
"Have you ever
Hate
heard
it.
that?"
Hate it. Oh my god, hate it.
I love that song. Nope.
Like, oh,
Yep.
don't want no. Oh.
Nope.
Feel like
Yep.
literally ew. um, yeah, too short.
Like it's like why Kendrick like try to get Kendrick Lamar up there, Dr. Dre,
What's
Snoop
she doing?
Dogg.
Um, Snoop, I would take him.
They had
Kendrick, would be
they
okay.
had DJ Quick, and I wish they would have did more uh like more things that he did with people. Cause DJ Quick's songs, he had that one song that I like, and the rest of them was like, oh, these are okay. I was mad at the Atlanta thing.
Who was in that?
Ti came out.
Okay.
Gucci Mane came out.
Okay.
I'm just naming the people I remember. Um, Currency, which made sense. Currency just did an album with JD. I
Mhm.
didn't like how JD was curating it though. That's why I think I was mostly upset about because I feel like JD is in a movement of I'm trying to prove my place in hip hop, and I'm like, bro, you don't have to do that.
So the interesting thing when Jermaine Dupri comes to mind, I don't think about um rap music.
Nah, You think about when it comes to mind, I think about social death and that
Correct.
group, the Brat, uh, what's the crisscross, um, Escape.
I think about Escape.
I think about Atlanta.
Wasn't what you call on So Deaf? Yeah, Jagged Edge.
Yeah,
Let me just
I
look and
don't
see who
think
was on
about
So
Jagged
So.
Edge, but yeah, they were. And Bow Wow,
Former
like that's your
artists.
that's your associations. But what JD did for Atlanta hip hop, man, I don't think he has to prove himself because I think it's in the pudding.
I didn't know Anthony Hamilton was on So Deaf.
I ain't neither.
That's interesting.
Like I think, and now I think about him being with Houdini. Like if you ever watch Houdini, like I think it's the Friends video.
hmm
JD is in the video.
I remember seeing that. Like I know that there was a lot of rappers because they had them franchise
Yeah,
boys,
they came out first.
young bloods.
Yeah,
But I immediately think Escape, I think Jagged Edge, and then I immediately go to the songs that he's produced with Jonte and Brian Michael Cox,
yeah,
which is like Dub said, Mariah.
yeah.
Like,
He dated Janet Jackson.
right, like I don't think about hip hop with Jermaine Dupri. And that's not to like take away from his influence on hip hop. But that's not where I go. I immediately go Escape, I go Jagged Edge, and then I go to production. Like Mariah Carey.
Yeah,
Like, if I'm not mistaken, We Belong Together was written by him. I have to look that up. I think that was him and Jonte.
man.
And that's like all time favorite Mariah Carey song for me.
But like Ti coming out, Ti one of my favorite rappers, man. I was like, all right,
When I
Tip.
moved to Atlanta or Atlanta adjacent,
Yeah,
Paper Trail was it for
yeah.
me.
I'm still on. I'm serious though.
Yes, We Belong Together was written by Mariah Carey, JD, Jonte, and Manuel Seal. When I first like We Belong Together is pinnacle Mariah Carey for
Hmm.
me. Like first song I think of.
Yeah,
And I don't go to um it's funny because like Chris Cross,
make you want to jump.
you should
The
that
Mac Daddy
should
make
be
you.
what you think about with JD, but I don't go to Chris Cross. And I think it's because their music didn't like
That music,
impact any of my
yeah,
life. Like,
that music didn't stand the test of time.
right. That's what it is.
Yeah,
I could see that
but
JD losing the verses to Diddy. Like Diddy got a bop, but JD has
oh yeah,
written
he's.
for these huge artists. He's written big songs
It's
with
just
huge
it's
artists.
like the songs we don't know
Mm-hmm.
that he had like touched
Mm-hmm.
that he could play in the verses.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's what helps him beat Diddy
Mm-hmm.
because the songs that we do know, okay, he got Escape. Diddy got Faith Evans. I was just listening to Faith Evans.
And the thing with that is that like I don't really know what Diddy was doing in the studio, but I highly doubt Diddy was writing like
Like
Jermaine is
I don't
writing.
think he was or anything. Oh yeah,
He was just like, take that out, put
yeah,
this back in. I'm executive producer.
right, and that's all it takes, you know. But it's like that's the thing. It's like the stuff we don't think about JD touching,
Mhm.
like Confessions. I don't.
The song Confessions was literally about Jermaine Dupri's
Yeah,
life.
I don't associate Usher with JD, which
You
they had.
should.
Right, you should. Um,
Biggest album of his career.
right. So it's like because of that association, and you know we ain't gonna be thinking about that. And be like, oh snap, he put this out here. Like, yeah, this like that's why I think helps JD beat Diddy, but we're not thinking about that. We like Diddy got Biggie, Diddy got 112, Diddy got Faith Evans,
Mhm.
Diddy got Diddy.
I don't know. I don't want
Like
to.
it's a couple songs Diddy had Mace. Like he had some top like the artists that were coming out, they were top and had a range.
I just thought about like my interactions with Mace.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's funny.
Mace is an interesting person.
Yeah,
He used to frequent the
but that's just
The
a
jewelry store I
handful of
worked at.
people that Diddy has that, he has some unknowns and and stuff like that. So
I mean, everybody does.
yeah,
That's in this in that game, but it is what it
it
is.
is what it
Like
is, man.
again, Megan's not on my auntie con
Yeah.
closing
I
list.
wonder when I do go to Essence Fest, who's gonna be the headliners then? Like, who's gonna be there? Because I'm probably gonna be like, I'm just here because I've never been to the Essence Fest.
Faith Evans is so talented. And then
She just got
listening to the background vocals of like the Mary songs that Faith was on, like Faith has an amazing voice. I hope that it survives her relationship with Stevie J.
they divorced now too.
That's what I hope her voice, her
Man,
vocals survive that.
I didn't pay attention to how talented she was until this past week.
I'm I'm out.
What happened?
Ice Spice will be headline. I
Right.
ain't gonna make
And I'm gonna be like, that Munch.
it.
That's all I know.
Oh, somebody that could do it. What's the little boy name?
Not the little boy.
He little, but he not a boy. With Anderson Paak. What is his name?
Bruno Mars.
Yeah, him.
Uh
That would be a good.
Silk Sonic could.
That would be a
They
good.
have to come out with another album though.
I wasn't talking about Silk Sonic. I was
No, I'm
talking
saying
about Bruno.
like Silk.
And then he could do a Silk Sonic set.
No, I think Silk Sonic, like another one of those mashup groups. Yeah, I'm
I didn't
like,
even
this
know who
was good.
Anderson Paak was when I saw
The first time I saw him, but like
Stanley was so excited, and I was
he
like,
needed no introduction after that.
I was like, who is?
Yeah,
I'm sorry to this man.
it's enough for me. Like Silk Sonic is dope.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Like I be out there singing some Bruno songs.
After last night, should have made love to you. Dun, dun, dun. We gotta listen to Silk Sonic today too.
Tommy gonna make me go from munch
to making love to all of it's about sex. So that's too funny, man. But
Lenny is
anyway,
up here knocking on her door. We over our time.
yeah, man, we can start having a real good time with y'all. Talking about, I love music though. That's my thing.
Yep.
And I'm trying to get more into more like different types of music. But yeah. So anyway, we got our For Lovers Only shirts that are Tika pressed. So get those. What else we got coming up?
You're funny.
Emma?
Yeah.
That's what we made them for.
You was just like, yep, I'm about to go.
Yeah, let's get on out of here, man.
I say that a lot
What?
when Tommy's talking about people. Kiki saying sorry to this man. Because when I don't know who it is, literally sorry to this man. I do not know who this man is. If I saw him
Anderson
out on the
Paak
street,
is pretty good.
I would not know. That's how I felt about Anderson Paak. Like,
Yeah.
even now, I could probably walk past him in the street and be like, "You look familiar."
And he would probably be like, yeah. But yeah, man.
I'm not open to new rap music.
I am. I like to hear new
Because
artists.
Tommy listens to trash rap
I listen
artists
to some trash
and
rap,
then be
but I
like,
listen
but
some
listen
good
to the
rap.
beat though. And I'm like, well, just give me an instrumental.
But then I be want words to it.
I don't need it.
What else we got coming up, man? Because we finna get on out of here. We gotta clean up.
I got nothing.
You got nothing? So we got our For Lovers Only shirts, August Love Story shirts. We will tell you where you can purchase those later. Thank you guys for joining us for this coffee break. We really appreciate it. The conversation was great. We enjoyed it. What else we got? Got some things coming up in the next month.
Stop calling folks your wife when you just a baby daddy.
Yeah.
And don't try to embarrass people on the internet.
Right. Be good to people, treat people well. And we love you guys. And we shall see you guys.
I'm gonna start
next
curating
week.
Artika Fest 2024.
All
Gonna
right.
be live performances streamed to the TV.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. But anyway, guys, have a great weekend. We love you guys, and we are out.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.